Hey, long time no see, but I'm here. I'm still working, and I got a fun little project that we're going to do a video on to try to help you guys out. Working back, there's Dan. Say hi, Dan.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
We're working on the TJK. When I say TJK, is we got the JK frame with the 1-ton axle. So basically, if you're doing a Super Duty 1-ton swap, this is going to possibly benefit you. What we're doing right now is working with steering. And to build a steering shaft, there is a couple of things that you need to keep in mind. And I'm gonna run through a couple things that might help you. And it is definitely from my stock car knowledge back in the day. And I'm going to bring it to you because it is about safety. And obviously we want smooth steering. All right, let me turn it around and show you what we got. All right, it's kind of hard to see, and I'm gonna try to get my hands up. This is the steering shaft. This little thing right here, and it's gonna have to go to our JK steering box, which is right here. And the good thing is most steering boxes will actually house the same coupler. So this is actually off the TJ, and it works just fine with the JK steering box. Now what we have to do is adapt this to the steering shaft, the stock steering shaft. We got a couple components here. Let me stand back up. We're gonna thank Andrew Bailey for sending us the relocation mount on the front track bar. You can see that is fitted very nicely in the spring bucket, and that is going to allow for a proper location of our track bar. That's one little trick. But here we are. We have a steering shaft. This is special order. It's 3/4 pipe, 120 wall, and it's called steering shaft stuff. I learned how to build a steering shaft when we worked on the stock cars. Now, we can't just take this shaft, weld it to our stock shaft, and weld it on our steering box because we want to have smooth alignment. So we had to add a joint, and this is also a joint that goes with steering shaft. You can purchase it. I got all this on Jegs, and you can see that is actually going to slide over our stock steering shaft, and it is a telescopic. That means it comes in and out in case you're in an accident. The steering wheel, when you're sitting in the seat, it's lined up almost, with the bottom of your jaw or your chest. If you get in a front end impact, what's going to happen is if that shaft is straight or it doesn't have that slip in it, it is going to shove this steering shaft straight, and it's going to go through your body. You are going to become part of the steering wheel. So one way to fix that is like the stock shaft where it actually slides. That's the slap. That's the shaft. You can see the rubber bushing. Let me try to help right here. And this goes in and out. So if you get in that impact, this will absorb it and not drill you in important areas with the steering. So this joint does two things. In the stock cars, you want to have the joint and you want it to be on an angle. So when it's installed, this will be hooked up to the box. This end will weld right on there. And then when it connects to that telescopic, it's going to have a bend in it. This is a Heim joint that you buy special for this steering shaft. And it's an oversized 3/4 inch Heim joint with 2 jam nuts. The 2 jam nuts are going to house a support mount that we're going to weld to the vehicle itself or create some threads to bolt in, and this is going to support this steering shaft. this is going to be on a bend, because race cars and buggies, or when you build your own steering shaft, we eliminate the telescopic, because that is actually a weak point. When you're trying to turn, it can strip internally. So this more solid system, but this bend, you can see when it goes up to your steering shaft, if this takes an accident, this steering shaft is hooked to the steering box, it's going to push and it's going to bend at this joint, and it's not like a spear for your steering shaft, so it's for safety. So this steering shaft not being perfectly straight is for safety when you get into more of your buggy racing off-road situations. So we got special steering shaft you can order. I got this from Jegs. I got an oversized Heim with two jam nuts, and it comes like this. When it's for the steering, it comes like this. So we're gonna make a bracket that bolts there, and then you can adjust it for smooth operation. And then our U-joint, steering junction joint, which is going to have a bend in it, and then it's going to actual weld right to the telescopic. So we're going to have the telescoping is going to work, and it's going to be a bend. So if you ever take a front end collision, you are protected from the spear that could be a steering shaft. Call them. You're dead if you don't do this. Anyways, this is Diesel at Stacked Off-Road. Quick tip coming at you. Adapting the JK steering box to the TJ steering column. 1-ton axles, JK frame, Andrew Bailey mount. Call him. They're pretty trick. Anyways, that's it. Miss you guys. And keep the rubber side down. And happy trails to you until we meet again.